from the Gamer Emporium channel with my third segment of the Frozen Tempest T1 20-man raid. This fight is going to be on the twins, Tuanavelli and Comsvelli. I have no idea how to pronounce their names, but a few key things that you need to know for fighting these guys is you have to keep them within 5% of each other. If you take a look up at the top in the middle of the screen, you'll see my KBM meter for their health bars. You want to keep that little meter that keeps swinging, well, right now to the left towards number 1. You have to keep it as close to the middle as possible. If they go within or outside of 5% of each other health-wise, they will start healing like crazy. They heal, I think, 10 to 15% every 3-4 seconds if they go without or outside of that 5% range. Biggest second key thing, now this is huge. A lot of people try the stack method. It doesn't really work out anymore. Since you can one tank this boss now, it's easier to spread out, and everybody is in charge of their own self as far as switching back and forth between the two, depending on where their health is. And the floor AoE. Floor AoE kills a lot of people. It's an orange bubble on the ground. It'll come up here in a minute on, right where I'm standing, and it'll pop orange for 2 seconds, then it'll turn red. It goes really quick. If you get the red circle on you, it'll wipe you in 1 or 2 ticks depending on your health. Now my healing spec, I have about 32k health, I think. There's a bubble right there. So what you're seeing here is one of the first mechanics. Once you get the boss's health down, I think past 60%, he'll do a hide mechanic. So the tank has to put him behind one of the pillars, and everybody else has to line of sight the one that's that you have to hide from, and it calls it out in game or on KBM. So you have to hide from them until the hide phase is over. Then you start running the bosses back and forth between the 2 pillars. Now, running the boss back and forth between the 2 pillars is crucial because one will get a debuff from one color, the other will get a debuff from the other color, and you can see the rings around the pillar there in front of me. Each one is a different color, and you move them back and forth opposite colors to take the damage and health decrease debuffs off of them. So about every 3 stacks of debuff on them, you move them. It comes out to be about every 7 to 10 seconds. Here's another hide phase, second hide phase. Kind of got a little wild here, so we had to move further to the right. But after this now, there will be a third phase, which is going to be the flare that comes up in the middle, or a wisp that comes up in the middle. You have to have 2 teams. Here it is. First team, 2 people have to go in and defuse it. The macro should be target vortex. Second line should be cast diffuse. So there, I double click the macro, let the diffuse bar run all the way down and stand still while you're doing so, and 2 people do that once. Then you go back to DPSing the boss. A few more seconds. There'll be another hide up. There it is. So this is the third hide. Sometimes you get 3 hides. Sometimes you get 2, depending on how your DPS is. Sometimes you also get 3 wisps that you have to defuse. In our case, most of the time we get 2 hides. I edited the video because we wiped on this once. That might have been the second hide. There's another wisp in the middle. Second team's got to go in and defuse that. And then lastly, once you're finishing up the bosses may call out one person's name. They have to get out of the raid. If you DPS fast enough, you don't have to worry about that phase. Up there on the screen it says somebody was covered with sparkling energy. They have to get out of the raid, otherwise the raid will wipe. If they're too close to people, what happens is that debuff comes up and they explode. So that's how you do twins. Here's the loot. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel, and you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.